Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going deep on a passage that sparked countless debates and interpretations.
Yeah, we're talking about Revelation 13.1.
It's a vase known for its vivid imagery of a beast rising from the sea, and
Let's just say,
it's a pretty far cry from those peaceful dolphins you see on postcards.
definitely not something you'd want to run into on vacation.
So we're dealing with a vision of a beast here.
Uh-huh.
And to really grasp the power of this passage, we're going straight to the source.
Sounds good.
We're talking King James Version.
The OG.
Exactly. There's just something about the language that really captures the intensity of the vision.
I agree.
So here it is. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. Even just hearing those words, we can almost feel the weight of that imagery, right?
Absolutely. And anyone who's spent time with Revelation knows those images are anything but random details.
Yeah.
They're packed with symbolic meaning.
Okay, so we've got a beast, we've got the sea,
Yeah.
7 heads, 10 horns, crowns.
Lots to unpack here.
Where do we even start with all of this?
Well, I think the sea itself is a good starting point.
All right, the sea.
What does that make you think of?
Well, when I think of the sea, I think vastness, unpredictability.
Exactly. In biblical literature, the sea often represents chaos, the unknown.
The kind of place you don't want to be caught in a storm.
Absolutely. So this beast isn't just popping up from a calm pond, it's emerging from a place of deep turmoil.
From a place of power that's beyond human control.
That's a great way to put it.
And it makes me think about how the Roman Empire must have felt to the early Christians.
Oh, interesting.
This massive, unstoppable force that could crush them at any moment.
I see the connection. A lot of scholars actually believe that the beast is, at least in part, a symbolic representation of the Roman Empire.
Really?
Yeah. And remember, Revelation was written during a time of intense political and religious upheaval.
So, for the people reading this back then, it would have been a very real and present fear.
For sure.
Now let's talk about those 7 heads and 10 horns.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, talk about overkill. What's the significance of all those numbers?
Well, numbers always hold a special meaning in Revelation.
Right.
7, for example, is often associated with completeness, perfection.
Like the 7 days of creation.
Exactly. So 7 heads could suggest something vast, all-encompassing.
Wow.
10 horns, on the other hand, might symbolize earthly power or dominion.
Okay.
It kind of builds on the idea of 10 fingers, 10 toes.
Ah, human reach. But
Magnified to a terrifying degree.
so this beast isn't just some local troublemaker.
No.
We're talking global reach here.
Right. And we can't forget about the crown.
Oh, yeah. Not just 1 crown, but 10. What does that tell us?
Well, the crowns definitely emphasize the beast's authority and kingship.
Like it's ruling over something.
And notice how the crowns are on the horns, not the heads.
Oh, I see. What does that mean?
It suggests that its power is aggressive, forceful. This beast isn't asking politely for dominion.
It's taking it by force.
Right.
And then there's that final detail.
The one that always sends chills down my spine.
Upon his heads the name of blasphemy. What a powerful statement.
It takes this from being a power-hungry monster to something much deeper, much darker.
Blasphemy isn't just about using bad language.
No, it's about directly challenging the divine order, usurping God's authority.
So this beast is the ultimate rebel, set on defying everything that is holy.
Exactly.
It's incredible how this one verse can spark so many different interpretations.
Yeah. We've talked about the Roman Empire, but depending on your theological perspective, this beast could represent a whole range of things.
From a specific political figure to a more abstract representation of evil itself.
That's both the beauty and the challenge of Revelation. It operates on multiple levels.
It makes you think.
Absolutely.
What strikes you as particularly relevant today?
That's a good question.
For me, it's that idea of a power rising from chaos, a force that seems unstoppable and totally opposed to what's good.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a feeling that resonates even now in a world facing so much uncertainty and division.
It certainly does. Revelation 13.1 offers a powerful lens through which to examine those anxieties, both the ones faced by the early Christians
Right.
and the ones we grapple with today. It invites us to consider what beasts we might be facing in our own time.
And how we can respond with courage and faith.
Exactly. Now, here's something to think about. How do you think different cultures or time periods might interpret this passage?
Ooh, good question. That's definitely something to ponder.
It is.
And for all of you listening, I encourage you to keep exploring. There are so many other biblical passages that use symbolic language. What might they reveal?
That's all the time we have for today's deep dive, but
We'll see you next time.
until then, keep digging.